Hello everyone, I'm HTTYD Collector, and today we're going to do another kind of video this time where I'm going to go over everything that has been shown of merch for the How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. And so we'll start with probably the most exciting thing, which are the main action figures. So let's of course start with the main man himself, Toothless, who will come with an action figure of Hiccup, who is based of course on Mason Thames, who plays Hiccup in the movie, and he will come with real dragon feel wings, which is kind of awesome. And in general, I think the action figure looks really good. Hiccup does, and Toothless as well. They really look like their live action counterparts, which is of course what we want for this set. And it's nice that they decided to do a dragon and Viking combo, as that's something that How to Train Your Dragon 1, like the original toy line in 2010, didn't do. Like, it was always them separately, so it's nice to see them together this time. The next set in this line is the Deadly Nadder with Astrid, who is based on Nico Parker, and this time it's not mentioned that it's Stormfly, even though she has a saddle, so we all know it's Stormfly. But anyway, the action figure itself looks, again, really good. Like, it looks like the live action version. Stormfly, I am still debating on if I like her design, but I think she was actually a really good one that was done from the original to the live action form. So the action figure really depicts that, and you can see that she also has a lot of colors, so I'm really excited to see how it is in real life. The last toy in this set is the Gronckle with Fishlegs, who is based on Julian Dennison, of course. I am still debating if I like the Gronckle design. I think she looks really weird because she doesn't have her ears, and then she has spikes, which she doesn't have in the original, and that she is very blue, which is also something that's not accurate, but I do get why they decided to do it more like that one. She looks more like a dinosaur, but I'm still debating if I really like her or not. I think she's the worst of the bunch at the moment, but it's still, like, the action figure itself is still very accurate to the design they decided to go with, so that's a really good thing they did. Now we're going to go over to another kind of toy, and it's the Toothless Blast figure, and this is something Spin Master has done previously, so it's like something that they have been keeping up, which is kind of nice to have, like, from How to Train Your Dragon 1 all the way to the live action, like a toy that is like this. And this Toothless looks super accurate again as well. It looks like he has a lot of post abilities, and he also breathes fire, which is kind of cool. I'm still a little bit confused on why the packaging shows him as his alpha mode. Like, I'm curious if we'll see that in the movie, based on his blue, tone, even though it's something from How to Train Your Dragon 2, but we'll see what happens in the movie. But it's kind of a weird decision, but I know it would, get the toy to sell better, probably. Next is another figure I was really excited about, which is the Red Death, and we can actually now see how the Red Death will look in the live action because we didn't really get a good shot. I do like that she's red this time, like actually looking like that. I do wish her tail, like her smashing tail, was a bit bigger, and I barely see her eyes, but that was in the movie anyway as well, like the original. And I think it's nice that they decided to make like an actual big figure of her as well, because she's a really cool dragon, and she was really popular in the 2010 movies, like the action figure as well. So it's nice that they decided to remake one, and it really fits with the theming of How to Train Your Dragon 1 anyway. Kind of a new product again, which is this Toothless on a crossbow, like launching him, and he's made of some foam. He does look accurate, which is super nice, and his face on the front looks super silly. Although what I do like about this set is that it comes with the crossbow, and as you can see, it has Toothless on the handle as well, which is a super nice addition, because in some way I do really like weapons in the Viking era, so it's nice to have something for that in the collection. But then we will see a lot of Toothlesses this time, so yeah. The last toy of the line is this RC Flying Toothless, and again, Toothless looks really good, like a little bit more weird than the other ones, but hey, and then Hiccup does as well. This time Toothless actually also has his end of the movie red tail, which is an odd choice. Other than that, I think it looks really good, and I do like that the control is actually the Hiccup's fire blade, even though we don't see it until like How to Train Your Dragon 2. And especially on this one, I want to mention the packaging because it looks really like the nostalgia vibe of the How to Train Your Dragon 1. It looks like really bulky. I did get what they were going for, so it's a nice decision that they decided to do, to bring like some, like the nostalgia back from 2010 when we saw those in store. So yeah. So from here on out, it will be a little bit of a spoiler territory, so you can skip to the end of the video if you don't want to hear anything, but we'll be getting 3 books. The first one is the movie story book, which will just go over the complete movie with illustrations. The page we have seen now is with all of the dragons, and you can see them in the full glory. Next one is How Hiccup Met Toothless, like a ready-to-read book. Again, the illustrations are like the same as the movie storybook, but just like, you know, made with the actual characters. And the last book that we'll be getting is probably the most exciting one, which is the Book of Dragons book with the live-action counterparts. And I do really enjoy how on the inside it now looks like the actual dragons are super dangerous, like how we would have imagined them, like in the actual first How to Train a Dragon movie. They look really scary. I really love, you know, the extra things they have added. But although the book cover, I think it's a weird choice that they chose red with gold. Like it looks like a super fancy book, while you would say like the brown book that from the original more looks like an actual Viking era one, and that was being used a lot than the red and gold one. So that is all the merch shop that we know of so far, and most of this will release in May. And if you like this kind of video, then give it a like and subscribe. You can also follow me on my Instagram to keep my collection, and I do hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!